So, is Mission Impossible the best movie franchise now? It just might be after Dead Reckoning Part 1 because this movie was so good. And the stunts, of course, shine again here because, yeah, they're so good in this movie. The stunts are just great. And it just adds to the realism of this movie. Like, it stands out from other movies like Fast and Furious or recently Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny, because, or even like the Marvel movies, like or any superhero movie, like because like CGI is like a big part of those movies. But here in Mission Impossible, like the Mission Impossible movies, they are, I mean, like it's very much practical, and with these stunts, they just bring every like, it just brings so much realism to the movies, and especially with Dead Reckoning here. Because yeah, the stunts were just awesome. You got the car chase in Rome, which was great, and they did featurettes on all these. Like they did recently did a featurette with the car chase in Rome. I didn't really watch it because the movie was just about to come out, but there's like one for like this car chase in Rome where they're in the yellow Fiat. You might have seen it in the trailers where it's a Tom Cruise and Haley Atwell in the Fiat. But that one's so good. And I mentioned Fast and Furious because like, or like the recent Fast and Furious movie, because they had a scene in Rome because I saw like there's a spot that was very much the same thing, or in this like the same place where they had their chase scene in that movie. Of course, with Mission Impossible, they did better here. They did it better here. So yeah, I gotta say they did it better. Did it better than most films. And like the motorcycle jump, of course, that was great. Where he's just jumping off that cliff. I saw that featurette like I don't know if that was a few months ago or something like that. It might have been a year ago. But yeah, but that was great. It was great watching that featurette. And then we got the train scene. The train scene. Oh, the train scene was so good. I mean, I'm about to talk about more about that in spoilers, but yeah, the train scene is awesome. And even for that, it was I guess it was mostly practical because I think they just put out a featurette just this week on it, and I saw like little parts of it. So yeah, it's mostly practical. Like I almost thought, okay, it might be CGI, but no, they have some like practical, at least some practical sets. And man, yeah, Tom Cruise is crazy. But yeah, once again, he's great in this. Like he's crazy doing all these stunts, and yeah, he's like he cares. He's committed to doing these stunts and entertaining audiences, and yeah, it really shows. And yeah, he's just so good in it as always. Because I've said it before, that in the like other Mission Impossible movies, he's great. Of course, with Top Gun Maverick last year, he was like great in that. So I mean, I think he's definitely like probably the one last movie star. I mean, you could probably throw in The Rock in that, but yeah, Tom Cruise is a movie star and probably one of the last movie stars we have, I guess. But yeah, but you can tell he cares and he's committed to this role, and he's great. And Haley Atwell joining in the stunts because she's in those stunts, especially with like the train scene and like chase scene over in Rome. Like she shines in this with the stunts and her acting, of course, and she just shines in it more. And I like that I feel like she got more to do as opposed to when she is in Marvel playing Peggy Carter, because I don't know, I feel like she's kind of like a love interest in like Captain America, of course, and like his movies. And I know she had the Peggy Carter or show, but I feel like she just had better stuff to do with this movie. So I thought, okay, it's great seeing her in here. So yeah, and she's of course gorgeous too. But yeah, S.A. Morales playing the villain. He played a smooth villain. Smooth villain named Gabriel. Like he's so smooth. If he like takes me out, I'll be like giving him some like cheers. But he was good in it. He was a smooth villain. I liked him in it. Pom Klementieff playing like a villain in here. Yeah, different sort of character than which he plays in Guardians of the Galaxy. So I thought she was cool. She almost like her character almost kind of reminded me of like a Harley Quinn sometimes. Like there's a moment where she's like driving in this big old like SWAT police truck, and It's just like, wow, okay. She really is kind of like Harley Quinn. You can tell she's having fun with the role. And of course, we have the regulars like Simon Pegg in here, Ving Rhames. Like, they're good. Rebecca Ferguson coming in. She's really good as Ilsa. Vanessa Kirby as Alana. She's really good. Like, there's the other side characters like her brother, and you got the guy coming in from Mission Impossible, like the first Mission Impossible movie. And you even have Shea Wiggum in here playing like I think it was like an FBI agent or something like that, going after Tom Cruise. So, yeah, he was cool in it. And the one thing about these, like, the one thing how they use the characters in the movie, I thought, like, making them unpredictable, I think it's fascinating, because you don't know what these characters are gonna do, because you may have a character from like the last movie, and they might be on like Ethan side, but in this one, they're like, well, they're more towards another side. So, yeah, you just don't know. It's very unpredictable. I think that's what makes it tense, and it's so tense without the stunts, and that's what lends this movie being gravitating to watch. Because yeah, you don't know what's gonna go on, because you think maybe like one character is gonna be safe, but wait a minute, no, they're not safe. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah, that was like, that's what I liked about it. And that's what I like about most of the, I guess, Mission Impossible movies. But I think for this one, it's a little bit more unpredictable. There are some twists in here, so that's what I liked about it. And thankfully, there's no cliffhanger in this one, because it's titled Dead Reckoning Part 1, but there is no cliffhanger. It leaves the story open. Like, it leaves the story open, but it ends on a good closing note. So, yeah, and I don't think they've filmed the next movie. So I would not have wanted that to leave off on a cliffhanger. And yeah, I'm looking at you, Fast 10. Yeah, Fast 10. What I brought Fast and Furious 3 times now. But yeah, they left off on a cliffhanger in their like movie, and they still haven't filmed their second part. So I was like, Mission Impossible, you better not do it. I've seen enough cliffhangers, whether they're good or bad. You can go to Spider-Verse, because I think that was an excellent cliffhanger. So yeah, but yeah, thankfully this one didn't end in a cliffhanger. So I very much like this movie. I don't know if I would say it's like the best Mission Impossible movie. I think I like the last one still the most, Fallout. Like, I don't know if I can make a ranking right now. Like, I would say Fallout's probably my number 1, and then number 2 is like Ghost Protocol. This is probably going to be number 3, and then Rogue Nation's probably going to be number 4. So yeah, so I don't know. They're very close to each other. They're very close. They're I won't be mad if you like this number 1, or you liked it, or if you had it number 4. Like, I wouldn't. Like, I can see rankings vary with these movies. But yeah, it was really good. So I would give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. It's a fun time. Like, it's a fun watch. Like, and definitely looking forward to part 2 whenever that comes out. Probably not for a while, because writer strike is going on. Actors strike might be happening. So we'll see. But yeah, spoilers though. Spoilers. Let's go into spoilers, because I'll talk about some stuff in spoilers, I guess. So let's get to it. 3, 2, and 1. So if you've not watched the movie, you better get away now. So all right, let's go into it. So the main death I want to bring up from this movie, of course, is Ilsa being killed by Gabriel. And I thought she was safe after the opening of the movie, where they're in the desert in where was that at? I forgot where that was. But where they faked her death. Like, Ethan and her faked her death in there. But she came back later. But I thought she might still be safe, because I don't know, to fake her death at the start of the movie and then kill her off later, I thought it would be a no-go. But yeah, I let my guard down. But once she went on 1-on-1 against Gabriel, I knew she was dead. Yo, Ethan, Tom Cruise was doing his run, and he could not he couldn't get there fast enough. But yeah, Gabriel got her smoothly, as I said before. He gave her that smooth little stab. And really, no one felt safe in this movie. Even Benji, that scene in the airport where he's answering those questions from the AI to try to defuse that, it was supposed to be a nuclear bomb. But like even like there, I thought Benji was dead for sure. So I was like, man. And I almost like I forgot to talk about AI. I didn't talk about it in non-spoilers because I think it might have been a spoiler because they didn't really bring it up in the trailers. But yeah, AI plays a role in this movie, and it's kind of crazy because AI is kind of playing a part in like our lives right now because like AI is popping up in like social media and all that, in writing, ChatGPT, all that. So it's like, okay, kind of a big coincidence. I mean, AI has kind of been around in like for a little bit, but it's like now it's kind of like been around a lot. So it's like, okay, yeah, definitely a cool coincidence. So yeah, it's crazy that AI played a role, and they call it the entity. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting how it kind of like how it grows, I guess, in part 2, and see where that plays. But also, I like the cat and mouse game that Ethan and Grace, Tom Cruise, and Haley Atwell had in the movie, because I thought Haley Atwell was gonna be like with Tom Cruise for most of the movie, and she kind of is, but you don't know where her character is gonna stand. You don't know where her character is gonna do in the movie, because it's like, okay, one thing, like one moment you might think, okay, she's going with Tom Cruise now, but no, she's gonna take off and go like do like get up to her thievery, of course. So okay, I like that. It just added some more interest to her character because I didn't want her to be like one note and being the girl that Tom Cruise has to save. And I guess Haley Atwell is gonna be part of like the movies now. Now that Rebecca Ferguson, who's like did a great job as Elsa, but this is clearly her last time playing Elsa Mission Impossible as she got killed off. So yeah, she was great, but yeah, Haley Atwell's coming in for the next 2 movies at least. I know like they might do more after Dead Reckoning Part 2. So we'll see. I liked what we saw from her. And Pom Klementieff saving them in the end when that train scene, like I thought that was cool too because it added more to her character. After Ethan spared her life and she saved them. And I'm guessing she died at the end. I'm not sure because like the Shea Wiggum's partner was trying to like told her to stay with them. So I feel like she might have died, but with that moment they could bring her back possibly. So yeah, they give that gives them the option, I guess, to bring Pom Klementieff back. She might be back for part 2. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, and that train scene was wild. Like them jumping from cart to cart as it's falling off that like bridge that's been like destroyed. So I thought, okay, that was cool. That was cool. It was just like, man, and that was tense. Even though I knew they were gonna probably like make it out, it was just like I felt like I'm with them, and yeah, it's just that being practical and having Tom Cruise and Haley Atwell do those stunts. I thought that's what made it pretty cool. So yeah, that train scene was great. I gotta watch the featurette on it because I haven't watched the full featurette, so I want to see that. So part 2, they're gonna go to that submarine at the start. That's gonna be like are they gonna do some underwater scenes or something like that? They're gonna like try to find this AI or whatever it is. But it did end on a good note with Ethan having the key as he pickpocketed from Gabriel on that train. So I thought it ended on a good note right there. And yeah, the rest like the train fight on top of the train, I thought was pretty cool. I'm glad they kept Gabriel around because I want to see this villain more. So I'm glad they didn't kill him off. He's gonna be in the next one. But yeah, when he fell off that fell off that train. I guess he fell. I guess he didn't really jump off. He just kind of like fell back onto that cart. But that was smooth. That was a smooth like one there. But he wasn't smooth enough to know that Ethan pickpocketed his pocket to get that key back. But yeah, but glad they're having S.A. Morales back for the next one. So yeah, but it was an enjoyable time. This is like great. This is another great Mission Impossible movie. As I said, 9 out of 10 from me. It was good. If you've seen it, tell me what you thought. Tell me what you thought about the movie. There's a rank at the top of the Mission Impossible movies for you. Tell me down below. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see when part 2 comes out. I know Hannah Waddingham's in part 2 also. You may not know her. She's from Ted Lasso. She plays like the owner, Rebecca. So yeah, who's she gonna play? That is someone random I'm bringing up. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see when that Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2 comes out. Whenever it is, I'll be watching it. All right. But until next time, I'll see you all later. Rebel out.